Tonight, a push to share the real human impact behind Idaho's budget debate. Democratic leaders say they organized a forum about proposed Medicaid cuts after GOP lawmakers declined their request to hold official public hearings. Aspen Shumper joins us in studio. And Aspen, we know this was a very emotional night with a huge turnout.
Yeah, Morgan, more than 500 people in more than 3 hours of families begging not to be a number on a spreadsheet, urging lawmakers to stop these cuts from happening.
I am terrified.
Wednesday night, hundreds of people packed the Lincoln Auditorium and overflow rooms at the Statehouse.
They're tired of having to beg for the bare minimum.
To share directly how the state's proposed $45 million in Medicaid cuts would have deep impacts on Idaho families.
Taking away my Medicaid is basically killing me.
Because Idaho's budgeting committee does not take public comments in hearings, Democratic leaders organized this forum so families could share their stories.
Let's not perpetuate the myth that Medicaid is a handout.
As the state faces a $40 million budget deficit just this year, state leaders say cuts to Medicaid could help balance the budget.
You can do a better job with the math.
Why does my daughter have to pay the price because the budget couldn't be balanced appropriately?
Critics say those cuts would hit Idaho's most vulnerable population, including seniors, people with disabilities, and those who are low income.
I hate that this discussion is reducing him to a number in the state's budget. He's so much more than that.
One by one, dozens of parents, caregivers, and people with disabilities stepped to the microphone.
Stop cutting the services that keep people alive and safe and a part of our community.
Testimony centered on the services covered by Medicaid that are on the chopping block, including home and community-based services, programs that allow people with severe disabilities to live at home rather than in institutions, and critical services like speech and occupational therapy that parents say help children reach milestones they otherwise couldn't afford.
This is inhumane.
Nicole Parrott says speech and occupational therapy covered by Medicaid is helping her 3-year-old son with autism find his voice.
I won't let him live in a world where he can't be the person he needs to be, and that includes communicating.
Jim Baugh's son, Gabriel, is 53, paralyzed from the neck down, and cannot breathe without a ventilator. Baugh says Medicaid funds the 24-hour care that keeps his son alive at home.
It would take less than 24 hours for him to be in a crisis that would probably not result in his surviving.
Many who attended the forum say the budget conversation has left them frustrated, scared, and shaken.
I want to be a proud Idahoan again, and I don't know if I can unless we can support this. Democratic leaders invited their Republican colleagues and the governor to today's forum. I saw 2 Republican lawmakers there, Senator Camille Baylock and Senator Van Burtenshaw. Reached out to the governor's office today as well, but not heard back from them yet. In the coming weeks, lawmakers will be making decisions on these cuts, so we will be closely watching what those decisions are.
In a supermajority Republican state, I know it is important for those Republican lawmakers to hear from these people as well. And Senator Melissa Wintrow, a Democrat who was on that panel tonight, she's asked for JFAC to hold public hearings on this before.
Exactly, and she's also on the JFAC committee, so asking before hasn't got it, but there's been historically other instances where they have opened it up.
Oh, interesting. Okay, Aspen, thank you. Appreciate it.